CTV News, Vancouver Island Report.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. Downtown Duncan is becoming a draw for shoppers up and down Vancouver Island with trendy boutiques and one-of-a-kind shops carrying the kind of merchandise you just can't find anywhere else. But could those businesses become victims of their own success? Wednesday night on Vancouver Island Report, we showed you how hard it can be to find a parking spot in Duncan. And we spoke to a shopper who said stores were losing business because of it. After that story aired, we heard from a number of business owners downtown who told us that the real problem in downtown Duncan isn't how many spots the city has, it's where those spots are. CTV's Chandler Reeve reports.
Teresa Erickson spent 15 minutes looking for a parking spot in downtown Duncan Wednesday and then just gave up, taking her car and business outside of the downtown core where she could find parking.
Shopping downtown was my plan. I was going to a specific store.
And where'd you end up?
I ended up here at the mall.
She is not alone in her frustration over parking in downtown Duncan.
It's horrible.
Horrible.
Yes, and I love Duncan, but it's horrible for parking.
But the president of the Downtown Business Association in Duncan disagrees. Gary McGregor says Teresa's parking woes were the exception, not the norm. To prove his point, Gary hit the streets of Duncan wearing a reporter's hat and asking for opinions.
What do you think of parking in downtown Duncan?
Well, I'm retired, so I never have any problems.
It is very difficult.
I don't have a problem with parking in downtown. I never have.
So I don't think there's enough parking and the way it's handled.
So the distance from it is less than a block.
Unfazed by some of their answers, Gary walks all over Duncan, pointing out places where people can park to access the 50 shops or so in the downtown core. The two red spots indicate the major parking lots serving the 6-block radius of Duncan. The lot on the south of Government Street is on First Nations land and costs $1 to park all day. But Teresa, who's lived in Duncan for more than 20 years, missed both lots Wednesday. It's hard to blame her. This little yellow sign is the only indicator.
We've asked for better signage, and City Hall put us on hold until they could do a comprehensive study of signage.
Mayor Phil Kent says the city is reviewing putting up additional parking signs all over downtown and also looking at the way parking is monitored.
We might look at timing adjustments on some of those spaces. We might look at how we deal with our long-term parking and the fees we charge for that. So we haven't had a review of exactly how those policies have had an impact. So we're going to do that, do it in collaboration with the business community and the citizens generally too.
Until then, downtown merchants are doing their part to spread the word, asking people to visit their website for a map of where to find parking, or you can always do what these shoppers do.
Don't even try. Use your legs, walk a little bit.
And with Christmas turkeys on their way, exercise is never a bad plan. Chandler Grieve, CTV News, Duncan.